Hello, good morning, world. We are live, and I'm very happy today. And thank you, world. And good morning from New Zealand, and good afternoon, good evening, and no matter which part do you live, I hope that you have a beautiful and awesome day. And today, for this live talk, the purpose of this live talk, we would like to encourage all the working parents or all the viewers, if you are working mom and stay at home mom, we would like to encourage and just give you a motivation, inspire you from this story that there is a legitimate way to earn income online. And today I'm so very thrilled and happy and grateful we have a very special guest, and she is a grandmother and a great grandmother, and she is rocking this online business, and she is a very proud of digital business owner, and she's going to share her story to us. Let's invite her and welcome her from Mexico. Hi, Debra.
Enny, how are you?
I'm very well. Thank you, Debra, so much for accepting my invitation. I truly appreciate your time. And thank you so much, Debra.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
and yeah, how are you, Debra?
Awesome. Totally awesome.
Thank you. And lovely. And Debra, okay, without further ado, could you please have a short introductions and your background before you for our business page on my business page to the viewers. Thank you, Debra.
My name is Deborah. I'm first and foremost a child of God. I'm a mother of six, a grandmother of 19, and a great grandmother of eight. I'm originally from Canada. I lived on the east coast of Canada and moved about 25 years ago to the west coast of Canada. And then 5 years ago, I moved to Mexico. I give all the glory to God, but I thank God that He brought me to this business that's allowed me to do that.
That's lovely. You are a very rocking this business, even though you're a great grandmother.
Yes.
And Debra, could you please share what is your pain and struggle before you start building this digital business online?
Well, my inspiration was, of course, my family wanting to travel and have a good retirement. But I sort of got forced into it because in 2015, my position of many years was eliminated. So that means, I was over the age of 60 and I was had a great severance package. So I spent 2 years, a year, I took a year off work, which I had never, ever had in my life because I had six children. You had to work. So, anyways, I took a year off work, and then my severance package started dwindling. So, I decided I was going to start looking for a job, a job. And I started looking, and I had to come to the realization that nobody was going to hire anybody over the age of 60. It didn't matter how much education you had or what experience you had. They wanted people that they were going to get 20 to 30 years of service from. So they knew at my age I wasn't going to be there very long. So, anyways, I knew I had to find an alternative solution for work. So, and I knew people that had worked online. They didn't make a lot of money, but they had a job online, right? So I thought I can do something like that. So I started searching and I came across this ad and I clicked on it and I checked it and I watched the 90-minute information session. And it was like, oh my goodness, I'm an accountant by trade. So I understood how valuable this business actually was and how viable it was. And they told me that they had training and, I would be given a mentor and a coach and I would have somebody that would work with me all the time. And I thought, how can I fail at this? I knew it wasn't going to be a get rich quick scheme. I knew it was going to take time and effort. And, I was going to have to learn new things. I had to get out of my comfort zone, right? So I started it on February 9th, 2017, and everything's just
Mhm.
history from there.
Mm, that's so lovely your story, Debra, because I saw your story also at Mastermind. It's really inspiring your story. And yeah, it's even though that because we believe that this business has an amazing system, I also very it blows my mind away because we have amazing system on this business.
Yes,
And yeah, that's why I decided also to take an action to watch the 90 minutes webinar as you did as well.
yes.
Yes, and Debra, and what makes you decide to start and build this digital business? Because we believe that there are many business opportunities online out there. Also, give a good promising and probably have interest as well. And so, what made you decide choose this specific particular digital business online instead of the other one, Debra?
Well, being an accountant by trade, I've completed many, many, many thousands and thousands and thousands of income taxes over the year. I've seen multi-million-dollar businesses. I've seen regular businesses. I've seen mom and papa shops. I've seen um, franchises, and I've seen a lot of little small businesses. And I've never seen anyone that had the integrity this business had. I've never seen any other that made this many people as profitable as it has. I have not
Mm-hmm.
seen any business that works with people and people work with each other, whether they're financially tied together or not. That is
Mm-hmm.
unheard of in, a different type of business, a different way. So, I knew that it would work and I seen a lot of them. Believe me, I checked out a lot of them. But this one is the one that it was like God was answering my prayers, telling me, do it. So I know I was brought to this business for a reason. And it's not just to make money, it's to help people. And that's what we do
Mm-hmm.
with this business. We help people.
Yes, yes, yes. I totally agree with you, Debra, because this business is not only financial matter.
Yes,
Because we have yeah, it's not only even though the besides is we are generate income, but the passion is we would like to help people to
right.
have a better life. Because I'm also the patience to helping people to have a better life and deserve a better because we
Yes,
all know yeah, even though we need some money, even though no through this business we can generate in financial freedom, but the most important that is we would like to really helping people. That is
yes,
our passion as well.
yeah.
Yes, I also also amazing with this because this business also have a proven automated system which runs background because I also work full time. I'm still working full time, Debra. So yeah, so
And
this business I'm running as a my side hustle.
And I
Yeah.
think people, if they possibly can, be working when they start this business because it takes time. It's not a get rich quick scheme. So it does
Yes.
take time to build it up. And if anybody knows business at all, you just don't
Mm-hmm.
start a business today and you're profitable tomorrow. You have to build
Mm-hmm.
the business up. And the benefit of that, and through this business, we train people step by step by step what to do. And if people come into this business and are coachable and will follow that process to a T, they can't fail.
Mm-hmm.
It's the ones who try to reinvent the wheel that seem to have the issues.
Yes,
Right?
yes, 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 yes. That's why this business is totally designed for anybody.
Yes.
Even though yeah, designed for anybody who has zero experience because I believe that Debra also have zero experience and yes, but we all have zero experience. I don't have also business background and not taxi, not tax free at all. Yeah,
Well,
okay.
Annie, when I
Yeah.
started this business, I had worked prior to that, I had worked on a computer 12 to 14 hours a day, database programs, income tax programs, anything to do with
Mm,
business. But when it came to social media, I didn't have any idea. So when I started this business, I did not know how to put a picture on Facebook. So
mm,
thank God every day that I had a 12-year-old grandson that had patience and was willing to help grandma put on a picture on Facebook. But now in the training, they teach you all that, right?
mm.
So yeah, there's very little. And people ask me, how easy is the training? And I'll say, well, do you know how to read? And they'll say yes. And I'll say, do you know how to turn on a video? And they say yes. Well, that's as easy as our training is. It's all
Yes,
video based, reading and turning on a video. And the video shows you exactly step by step what to do. So you can watch it, stop it, and do what you have to do. Go back and watch it, stop it, do what you have to do. Everything is right there. There's no reading between the lines. It's all black,
yes, yes.
right?
Yes, because the video also is very user friendly. I
Yes,
do it as well because it's very step by step and very understandable and very straightforward video based training. Yeah,
exactly. Exactly.
yes. And the next question, Debra, I believe that you're running digital business, as you said, is not get rich quick scheme, and we believe that there is a lot of ups and downs,
Hmm.
and you facing bumpy roads during your journey. And how do you overcome all these challenges and all the struggles, Debra?
Well, life isn't easy. And the first
Mm,
thing you have to do, you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe there's something else out there. A lot of people have different beliefs. I just happen to believe in God, but I respect what others believe. And, if they believe it comes from the universe or wherever it comes from, we have to believe in that power and we have to trust in that because we can't do everything on our own. We need to have faith. And I am really big on saying we need faith, not fear. Because when I started this, I was afraid. I was afraid of making a mistake on the computer. I was afraid of putting my picture out there and in the public. I was afraid that I kept duct tape on my little camera on my computer because I was sure people could see me no matter whether I was on a camera or not. So I had to change my mindset. I had to get rid
mm,
of the stinking thinking that was holding me back from living my dream. So once I
mm,
get rid of that stinking thinking, and I believed that I could do it. I believed I was worthy. I believed that I deserved prosperity. And I believed in this business that it was going to work. It was going to take time because it was a large learning curve for me. But it doesn't matter what
mm,
education level, we all have the exact same training. I've seen young people come into this business and they've gone way past me. Like I've had people come into my own business and have gone way past me, making a lot more money. And that just pleases me because that's what this is all about. When I bring people in, I'm not always the one making the most money. I have people that come in under me that's making more money than me. And I love
mm,
that idea. And that can happen to everybody and anybody here. So it's just a matter of staying faithful to yourself. Stay faithful to
mm,
yourself because each and every person is worthy to be out of debt.
mm,
Each and
mm,
every person is worthy to be stress free. And when you don't have money, you get ill because you're stressed. How am I going to pay that bill? Oh my gosh, my mortgage payment's due. My rent is due. I don't have the money. Where's the money going to come from? It's always something. And even relationships, they argue more about not having money than if they did. And it's all stress. So once
mm,
you find a way, and we have the vehicle to get people there, but they have to learn how to drive it to get to where they need to be, right? The same as you did and I did and everybody else in that business did. And it's there for everybody, but we have to keep faith. We have to live by faith, not fear. We have to believe that this is going to work without a shadow of a doubt. We have to keep that in our mind. And we have to have faith that everything we do is going to prosper. And I believe that with all my heart. So I know that everything I do will prosper because that's the way we're supposed to live our life.
Yes.
And being
Thank.
grateful, right? Being grateful.
Mhm. Yes. Thank you so much for your amazing, encouraging, and wisdom words, Debra. That's I totally agree with you. Yes. Without faith, and we need to work on in. We need to work in faith because also I also have a faith at where before I start this business, I was very worried, Debra, and skeptical. But because I believe when we ask God to open the way, to open, give us the solution to have a financial and time
Yes.
freedom, this is the thing that he showed us that he showed to me that even though I feel so worried, but when I pray, there is a peace in my heart
Hmm.
that if, even though it's hard, even though hard to believe, but I keep going and I believe this is the answer to our prayer. Yeah,
Yes.
that's as you mentioned earlier, the mindset also plays the important role in this journey because as an employee, shifting from employee mindset to entrepreneur mindset is totally different. So we have to change the mindset that
Yes.
this is not a rich quick scheme, and this we all have to face the all the process, the journey, even though there is struggling, keep moving and believe in there is a time.
Yes.
There is a yeah, there
Exactly.
is a time.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much for encouraging words. Yeah. And last question, Debra. If there is a viewers would like to start their digital on their empire, but they feel skeptical as well. They
Mhm.
feel doubt. Could you please share your advice and message to the viewers if you would like to start their digital business online?
Well, it's okay for people to be skeptical because they're protecting themselves, right? But
Mhm.
they need to really do their due diligence, and that's why we have our business set up the way it is. We first offer a 90-minute information session for people to watch, right? Do your due diligence, watch that 19-minute information session. It is free. You will know after you watch that if you want to find out more information. Then we have a process that after you watch that in full, and maybe you need to watch it a couple of times and write down your questions, right? And then when you decide, I want to know more information, we charge $149 US to give them more information. But the good news about that is we give them 30 days. They have 30 days to go over that 90-minute information session, the 3 more hours of information that we're sending them. We give them 30 days to go over it and connect with the person who brought them in and to, answer some of their questions for them. And then if they decide it's for them, they book a coaching call and they get to talk one on one, face to face with a coach that is successful in this business and can answer all of their questions. And then if
Mhm.
they decide it's not for them, we'll give them back their $149. No questions asked. If it's not for them, we don't want to keep their money. So that is something that you don't get in any other business out there. And then once they do pay that 149 and they book their coaching call, they forfeited that refund, but that 149 is going to pay for their training they're getting, and they never have to pay another penny. And that training is updated on a daily basis. When social media changes, our training changes. We have people working 24/7 around the clock on that training that is Soon as there's a change, it's put back into our training. So it's a win-win situation. It's not get rich quick, but they can't fail if they set their heart and their mind to they're worthy to be prosperous.
Yes, yes, yes. That's agree. Yes. So, the very first basic step is to watch the free webinar
Yes.
because through this on this webinar they will get the big picture what is the business about. So if they would like to if viewers if you would like to watch after you watch if you like to decide to move further you can decide if this is work for you and for your family because we believe everybody has a choice to
Yes.
choose a wise decision. Yes, and
Yes.
there is nothing to lose, and it's a free webinar. Thank you so
Yes.
much,
You're
yeah, Debra. Yeah,
welcome.
yes, and because we believe that skeptical is pretty normal, everybody is
It is
also,
normal.
yeah, it's
Very
pretty
normal.
normal. Yeah, as
Yeah.
long we do not stay in our skepticism
But
and we do our research.
that's
Yeah.
right. And if you're skeptical, reach out to somebody that's successful.
Hmm.
Ask them a couple of
Yes.
questions, right? And the thing of it is, but make sure you watch that 90-minute information session before you reach out to somebody that's successful. Because, when I started this business, I didn't want to talk to somebody that wasn't showing up to the information sessions, wasn't tying into the system. I wanted to talk to the ones that were. I wanted to talk to the ones that were making the high six figures a month income. Those are the people I wanted to talk to, right?
Yes.
I want to talk to the successful people. I wanted to find out what is it. And you know what I got for an answer every time that I would ask them, what is it that you're doing that's making you successful? And every one of them said, I'm following the training exactly the way it's laid out,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes. 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 Surround with other positive and successful people.
Yes.
And yes, and I believe viewers, if Debra Bell can
McClanaghan.
do it, she
Yeah.
is a yeah. Sorry if I mispronounce your
It's okay.
surname.
That's okay.
Yeah, we believe that Debra's story really encouraging and inspiring us. And if Debra is a great grandmother can do it, we believe all of us
Yes.
can do it. Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yes,
If I
because
can do
I
this
believe,
business, anybody can do this business. You just have to have the want and the desire and never forget your why you want something more in life. Is it for your children? Is it for your family? Is it for your spouse? Is it just for you? Is it for your church? Is it to help like many people? What is your why? Just
mhm,
don't ever forget what your why was.
yes, 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 totally agree. Yes,
Yes.
totally agree with you. Back to our the purpose and why. Yeah,
Yes.
because everyone has a why build a digital business. And
Exactly.
all, yeah, all individuals have deserve to have a better life.
Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes.
So,
And Debra, before thank you so much for your inspiring story and motivation to all of us. And I really appreciate your time. And do you would like to share the last piece of advice, or there is a last message before we wrap up?
sure. I just want to talk to those of you out there that are watching today. Check it out. Just it doesn't cost you anything to watch that 90-minute information session. Contact Annie, find out what her webpage is, and just register with your name and your email address, and you'll be able to watch either a replay or you can wait for Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I think in your country it is Wednesdays and Thursdays or Fridays, right? For the
Mm-hmm.
information session. In my country,
Mm-hmm.
it's Tuesdays and Thursdays. In Annie's
Mm-hmm.
country, it is Wednesdays and Fridays that you would watch the information session. You can watch them live, but don't let it pass you by. I just have to say this really quickly, and I know I'm on a tight schedule here, but when my children all graduated and became adults and started getting married and having families of their own, I gave them a book one year, and it was about the good, the bad, the ugly of their childhood. You know, what they liked as a child, what they disliked, who their best friends were, like what did their mother do they didn't like, their father do they didn't like, what did they do that they liked. Like, it was just everything about their childhood. So I gave it to them and I said, don't give it back quickly, because I want you to really do a lot of thought into this. Don't worry about hurting feelings. This book is for you, basically, right? So that if I made mistakes as a parent raising you, then you can overcome those and change those, break those,
Mhm.
chains, right? So my youngest daughter gave it back within 3 months. And I thought, oh no, this can't be good, right? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have given it to them. Maybe I don't want to know if I was a bad parent. I don't want to know. But anyways, I read her book. It was such a heartwarming book. But the only thing she would have changed in her childhood when she was growing up is she wished her mother had been home more. I
Mhm.
worked all the time. I was not with my children. Somebody
Mhm.
else that had a babysitter that was looking after my children. That is awful. I'll never get that back as long as I live. Ever get
Mhm.
that back. So for you young people that are out there and you have children, please don't let this business pass you by. Check it out. It may be the answer you need. It may be the answer to save your family. It may be the answer to raise your children in a different way. But don't let it pass you by. Don't be like me and have to live with that for the rest of my life, and I'll never get it back. So don't let it happen to you. And that's it. So take care. God bless. And thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, Debra, for also sharing your beautiful story. Really, really inspiring. And yeah, I'm really very touched with your story, Debra. And thank you, Debra. And thank you, viewers, for all your ongoing support and watching live uh, us today or watching replay. And thank you so much. And Debra, have a beautiful day over there in
Thank you. You
Mexico.
too.
Yeah, and may God wonderfully bless you, Debra, and your family.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
God bless you.
Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye, viewers. Bye, Debra.
Bye bye.